For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone with head football coach Ken Collums. ACU takes on Fresno State in the 2015 season opener on Thursday night, 9 o'clock kickoff Central Time, 7 o'clock local time. We've just had the Wildcat Caravan here at Abilene Country Club. Big crowd on hand to get the season started. Coach, first game of the season every year. There's always a lot of energy, isn't there?
Oh, everybody's fired up. And we've had a great camp of preparation, and you learn, you teach, you learn, and just hours and hours of fall camp. But it all comes down to preparing for game one, for that kickoff. And our guys are ready. I think we're right where we need to be. And we've got some young guys that are, you know what, when you put young guys out there, they gotta trust their training and not what they want to do. And that's the part of recruiting. You better get the right guy. You better get the right heart. And because these early games kind of test those guys.
Offense, defense. Let's start with offense. Parker McKenzie was in a tough spot. His very first start came on national television in the Georgia Dome, and he threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns and gave your team a great chance to win. This will be feisty and hostile on Thursday night at Bulldog Stadium. What do you expect from Parker and the rest of your offense?
Well, I expect Parker to go out and play well. Because he's done it before. He's been in those spots, and he's been in high-pressure situations, and he's done well. And he is a disciplined guy who makes good decisions by and large, and that gives you a chance to win. But the B part of it is he's got a good cast around him now. He's got 5 experienced receivers, and he's got a couple of good running backs right there where he can get the ball to. So we're going to try to exploit every part of the field. That's just kind of what Parker can do with his decision making. The ball can go here, it can go there, he can give it to the running back, really on any play. So he should be fun to watch.
Yeah, DeAndre Brown, one of those running backs, preseason first team all-conference. On the defensive side, you say goodbye to one of the best pass rushers in ACU history in Nick Richardson, but you've still got some depth on that defensive line and a couple of new guys who look pretty promising.
Yes, and the bottom line in the game of football is you better have big people that can get after it. And our guys, guys who really had a good camp is Dylan Douglas at defensive end. He's been very impressive. So I expect him to go out, and I don't know how many fits he'll give those guys, but he's about to get after them, and he'll pressure the quarterback. LaMarcus Allen there in the middle, he's one of our D tackles. Had a good season last year, but had a really good fall camp. And those guys are talented. Our linebacking core. Now, if you want to watch some guys fly around and make plays, those guys are really good. Lynn Grady, Travis Tarver, Sam Denmark. Those 3 guys, they play with high passion, but they're very sharp people. Tarver and Grady have been here for years, so they know exactly what we expect.
Well, you get a Fresno State team that comes off yet another division title. They have 2 divisions out there in the Mountain West. They finished 6-8 last year, but one of those losses was to Boise State in the Mountain West Championship game. They also lost a bowl game. But they've got a coach in Tim DeRuyter. He can coach some defense now. He was at Texas A&M as a defensive coordinator. He's been at this a long time, and they are almost always a really sound defensive team, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's a legit outfit out there. I mean, they've won games for a long time. In fact, they rarely lose at home. Mm-hmm. I mean, they get people into Bulldog Stadium, and they don't ever lose. I talked to one of their former coaches, Pat Hill, earlier in the week. He was there 15 seasons and took them to 13 bowl games. And of course, I accused him. I'm like, well, you're the guy that started all this home winning thing. I mean, nobody ever beat you at home. And of course, he was like, no, it's just kind of how it is out here. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It's hard to go in there and win. But Coach DeRuyter he's a great coach. I mean, he's going to have his guys ready, and it'll be a big time test for our offense.
Game kicks off at 9 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock local time out there in Fresno. Big alumni pregame party. It'll be a lot of fun. Lance Fleming and I will have the broadcast on 98.1 FM The Ticket in Abilene. You can listen to it online as well, beginning at 8:30 Central Time. ACU at Fresno State Thursday night. For Coach Ken Collums, I'm Grant Boone for ACUsports.com.